Hey, what up guys, it is DiplexHeated here again and welcome back once again to another video. So, I've been away for a couple of days since last Tuesday. I got home this Friday, it's Sunday today, so yeah, been enjoying a bit of an extended vacation as I got home. So, I usually don't upload too many videos, or at least I don't usually make too many videos on Saturdays and Fridays. But of course, this time that was entirely impossible since I was away. But I did have a schedule to upload this Wednesday, came out, and I uploaded the end of the video as we approached this Friday. And I think everyone enjoyed the ambush. I'm certain most did at least. It's hard to play favorites, so at least, make everyone happy when you're making these kinds of videos. There's always going to be someone who's going to be slightly unhappy with the result of the battle. That's how it is having a split viewer group. I mean, if all of my viewers were, say, Russians, or if I was like a Russian-speaking channel, I'd be like ultra nationalist Russian. All we do is win. And if I only had like Americans, not saying all Americans are patriots, but I'm saying people like their countries. It's a natural thing to do. Don't be upset in case you do. It's very natural. Then of course, I'd probably end up making a lot of American victories. I don't know. That aside, out of the question, people like reinforcing battles as well. People like when like battles are longer, they last longer, more troops arrive into the battle, not just the short, quick single fights. I've noticed that people like more action. So in the future, if I have a map that's big enough, I'll reinforce as many times as possible to make the series or the battle interesting. That's what really gets people hyped. At least that's what gets me hyped. And I've noticed that the like some of the short battles, like the fall of Damascus, like really quick. The map was tiny, hard to do anything with it. It was a great map though, just very hard to do things with it. It was cool, but I don't even know. I'm gonna start talking away now. But bigger maps like this one and the previous one on the El Quasar ambush or whatever it was called. The map is big and it allows you to reinforce. So yeah, what we're looking at now is the bridge battle map. I have done an edit to it though, so it's different. It doesn't really look like the other one. This could be further north, say along the Euphrates River or Euphrates or whatever you want to call it, which is great. I mean, the map is great as it is, but I thought I'd remove some of the defenses, some of the cities. You see, I've removed this one here, replace it with some flora. I've just made the map a lot greener, and along the riverside here I've made like this sort of, realistic look, I guess. I mean, there's lots of grass here and canes and stuff like that, as you would see along a river. It's green along here as well. There's a lot of grass and bushes. It's just a lot more, probably just more humid, whatever you want to call it, temperate. Further north. So this is definitely going to be when the Americans and Brits are going to try and cross the Euphrates River. I will look forward to that. It'll be very cool looking, but in order to give it a bit of diversity and make it more realistic, I decided to just edit everything. This is a little police control. Anyways, we're going to leave this map behind, and we're going to go to another map that Synthesizer's done as well, that I got yesterday, which is called Crag. I end up saying Craig most of the time, although there's not an I there. I googled the words. I just didn't simply know what it was. And it's like a rock sort of thing. But this one's very cool. This one, you can definitely do a lot of things with this one. Attacking armies can attack a lot, and etc. etc. So, I'm not really going to be using the SAA or the IDF in this time either. I think the IDF are like, they were part of the early assaults quite a lot. Now they've turned back to their own country to sort out southern Syria with whatever the FSA or the ISIL or the ISIS or the SAA. But the Americans and Brits are pushing up for Russia, their main goal, and the Russians will be the key players of most of the battles in the future. Anyway, they just have a bigger arsenal for most of the part. So we're gonna use this map straight off. I think it's a great map. And the Russians are going to be fortified here. What's also good here is that before the Euphrates River, north of Homs, if you all look at Google Maps while you're watching this, there's a pretty big wasteland. Not wasteland, but I'm sure some of it is quite deserty like this one. So definitely there would be some sort of military checkpoint in between, or perhaps the Russians built this during the weeks that this conflict has been going on down in here. Perhaps a month now. You can build this in a week or a month, can't you? I mean, I'm no expert, but it certainly doesn't sound impossible. So yeah, we are gonna jump straight to that, and we're gonna begin by placing out the defending Russians. And of course, as usually, we'll be doing it this way. But I was thinking, I might want to use the newer stuff as well, the new assault rifles and everything. So, we'll have to make new characters, simple as. We'll base them off the basic Russians, but we'll simply just make new ones. Why not? That's fun, isn't it? So, we'll go with just a regular SMG gunner for the base character. And we will remove his weaponry. This is a setup video, by the way. I won't have time for all that crazy stuff. And of course, I like it when they mix the green and sort of deserty camouflage. Looks very nice, actually. I'm not entirely sure if it's the most realistic of options, but it does look nice, doesn't it? It's like a kind of Spec Ops guy. We'll use that guy. Anyway, just to make everything off scratch, we'll remove this guy's ammo. We can keep his knives and grenades. Seems like that's something everyone would have, some medic packs. My nose is itching. I don't know why it is. My hair is everywhere. Let me just fix that. Tuck it in under the headset. Oh yeah, and I bought a new headset. It's coming pretty soon. The microphone will still be unrivaled. But yeah, it's a Plantronics Gamecom Commander. Apparently it was pretty good. Most people have been saying like, oh, it's the best headset I've ever used, mate. I'm like, okay. Gotta try it out. I've been running with a kind of a budget, not really budget, but like at least cheaper when you compare it to most of the Razer and Astro and all those gaming brands. I've been using like a Logitech G35, which microphone is unfortunately quite bad. So I've been sticking with just my own, which you hear now, and then just the other stuff. So right, equipment, heads. The 6B27K, I believe that is a Russian helmet. That one's supposed to be called camo. I don't see it's slightly camouflaged, I guess. I need a deserty one. I'll bring out them all. Okay, so here are all the Russian helmets, or not all the Russian helmets, but most of them. That MC one looks interesting. And these are definitely not American helmets. I don't like any of them. We've got the Altin helmets, which are like they're like special police. You can tell that just from looking here. We've got the berets, of course, different berets. Doesn't really change anything. Could be cool to give some of the Russians Russian beret. That would be very cool, but that's more like a VDV, and that's not really what I'm looking for in this case here. Plenty of caps. These are caps. These are also caps for the Chechens. Cook caps. Fast helmet, definitely American, all of them. Got the World War II helmets here, who no one really cares about. I mean, we certainly won't be interested in World War II helmets. We've got the IDF helmets, which are very cool. We've got the Kepka, Leishin, Leshi, not sure what that is. The MiG, which is also American. I can tell clearly. The MK6, they look fairly British. Got the Panama camo, all that stuff. That is cool, undeniably. We've got a Pushtung, get more Russian stuff here. Now we're starting to get some more Russian helmets. And these are definitely not World War II, are they? We'll bring them all out. And then there's motor rifle, which camo I cannot really make out from right here. There's some sniper helmets, tank helmets, SAS stuff, SH-68. No idea. Oh, they're the British ones, right? I think they look fairly British, but just I don't know. Can't make out if it was the last one or this one. Got more US helmets here, typical helmets. So I think we'll have to make do with what we have here, really. Most of these are Russian anyway, otherwise we'll have to go use the other ones. So, right, straight off the bat, here we've got some classic Russian helmets. I can tell that straight away, so I know exactly what to use without even thinking about it. And it's this one. The Russian helmet 2. Bit Cold War-ish, right? But...
Жду задания.
It does sit nicely on his head. No, I think it's... it doesn't actually sit that nicely on his head. I really don't think that helmet was made for him. As I think about it, it's almost a little 1970s there in Afghanistan. You know what, guys? Without wasting too much of your time, which I already sort of have... No, well, I haven't technically, but... we will refer to using the standard issued camouflaged Russian helmets instead. They
Жду задания.
They look nice, I guess. What can I say? Why wouldn't they wear them? They look like they're the paratroopers' helmets, though. Jeez Christ, I keep coming up with reasons why they wouldn't wear them. But things need to be realistic, and this is a setup video, so I've got all the time in the world. You don't like setup videos, then... well, then don't watch them, I guess. I think it's the 6B, yeah.
Жду задания.
This is more the infantry. Yeah, that looks more like it. He'll keep that. And, of course, for the body equipment, we've got the 6B. I think this is mainly Russian. Of course. We've got some other type of Russian. I mean, that one is very cool looking. You've got to admit that. So, out of 4 variants, we'll use a few different ones, I guess. That's pretty much it. And then comes CRAS. I believe that's what the US Marine Corps uses. The GRU. The IBA. IDF, of course, got their own ones. IOTV. No idea. Got no idea who you... Osprey, I know that's probably used by the Americans. The RRV, probably British, isn't it? Something like it, not entirely sure. Then we got Russian ones here, but none of them interest me. Unless we can find like a Desity one. Although I believe these ones they look nice. They do look nice. And the variation
Жду задания.
will be great. Now they've all got like a different one. That'll be very suitable for what I'm gonna give them. So yeah, that's great. And now just for the weapons. These guys are pretty stoked, I guess. We should give them an AK. AK-74, AK-12 perhaps is more fair. AK-12, AK-12, ACOG. Not a big difference.
Слушаю, командир. Да, командир.
Жду задания.
I intend on giving them that. God, isn't that cool?
Слушаю, командир.
Admit that. That was badass.
Да, командир.
This guy's like the... Is this guy like the medic kind of guy? No, wait. Trade weapons.
Слушаю, командир.
Don't know why, don't ask me, just
Жду задания.
because I intend to give you the RPG of some sort. 84. No. Grenade Javelin, L85, M439. Of course, these guys will use the Peshnik. And RPG 7. Is there another one? Is there like a better one? Without, I don't know how to express it entirely. Like a small... I don't know. There's plenty of different guns up here. There's like the one with the grenade, you know? The grenade peach, or what's that? Oh, that's kind of a gun that sits on a Bradley, I guess. It's,
Да, командир. Слушаю, командир.
You're the Peshnek gunner. You carry a big gun, so you need to be light. You know what I mean? And I'm being fair on you there, mate.
Жду задания.
Does this grenade launcher work? We'll find out. It's the one that doesn't work, does it? It's the one that just... It doesn't do any... It doesn't display any damage, as far as I'm concerned. So we'll leave it to the looks there. Leave grenade launchers alone.
Да, командир.
This gun is, of course, still capable of functioning. Fine, we'll give them the RPG anyway. They'd probably have like a smaller one for this unit anyway, but... Nah.
Слушаю,
If it doesn't
командир.
look too wicked.
Будет исполнено.
No, it'll work.
Слушаю, командир. Слушаю, командир. Да,
So one
командир.
squad contains... And that's like a good squad for me? Yeah. They look cool. Bloody hell they do. Damn. If I could spend 20 minutes doing this all the time, it'd be awesome. Anyway, so of course for the... I don't need to custom create everything. We've got the tankman. They're all 3 different kinds, but I don't even really know why. And all of these will use the... not the American camouflage as I'm concerned, but the Russian. Yeah. Давай. Так точно. So that's the tank crew there. Good. That's about it, really. Now we need to set these guys out. But first I'll also make the Americans. So, we started with a regular SMG gunner here. Start with a regular SMG gunner here as well. You guys will be off there. Enjoy. Now we're going to turn to the American soldier.
Got it, sir.
Got it, sir. I got it, sir. These guys are slightly differently equipped.
Yes, sir.
You will salute me when I arrive. Boom. Let's begin with the skin. Do we want to use MC here? Do we want another kind? I don't know. Here's, of course, coming to the Marpats, the different camouflage. Now we're looking at pretty much the new ones. Nope. These are still the old ones. Here we go. Here are the new ones. So that's like a casual Marine Corps desert camo. Not really the Army standards here. The ACU at least. Do we want to see the ACU? I don't know. Does it matter? Not really, I guess. You can make... we'll go with the desert for now. Are there other variants so they don't have the same face? They're about the same, aren't they? They are. Just have different faces. I generally don't care about the faces, but everyone to have like the same shades and stuff, that can look a little weird. What's the camo difference here? Barely any. We'll keep that. Although you look a little... There we go. Look at that. A white man, Hispanic, black man is just entire... almost the entire American... I don't know. It's American's like hard to define. I mean, like if you look at a... say a native Swede, I mean... depends on like when you're looking at it, but... America's always had... I mean, Spanish, you know, French, English... all kinds of influences. Even Sweden was there sometimes. It's hard to pick out a certain type of national look, I guess. I mean, not sure if French look different from Swedes, but still, I guess they kind of do. Weapons. Yeah, we need an ACOG. It's not too tactical, is it? And wow, that's insane. Some of these are real fucking high fucking tech.
Yes, sir.
So let's see if this is the grenade launcher. Yeah, that's the grenade launcher.
Got it, sir.
We don't like that grenade launcher, do we? There we go, that's a 4-man team. Okay. Of course we need close quarter combat, ACOG. No, we need just the regular. What's the AG? All these grenade launchers just need a casual ACOG.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Starting to look like something here. And then of course we got maybe we'll use an M14. I don't think I gave them any. This is a good M2. I think I'm gonna use the M249. Tactical. M4A1. These are like classic M4A1s. Got the M16. No. MK17. These are pretty tight. MK46 though. I think I'll use the MK46.
Yes, sir.
Give that to that sir over there.
In progress.
Sport machine gunner. That is insane. You can't say you dislike that. MP7. No. What do we give this guy? Classic M4A1. Is that anything to it? LAR. M16A4. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And we got the American team set up. Could be good with an 84.
Got it, sir.
I'll give this guy the 84.
Yes, sir.
That's empty? Wait, what?
Got it, sir.
We could give them a javelin. Hell, why not?
We'll do that.
It'll sit kind of weirdly on his back. I admit that. But still, it's better than nothing. So for the head, we will use the Altin. No, the Altin is the fast helmet. No, I think I'll go with the Mick. The Mick.
Got it, sir.
Doesn't quite suit the... Not the ACU. Is it the molt we should use?
Yes, sir.
That looks better.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
Nah. And then for the body, we'll use the Osprey, maybe? MK.
Got it, sir.
Does that suit?
Yes, sir.
If you ask me, that looks kind of cool.
Got it, sir. Yes,
They
sir.
look a little more spec opsy if you know what I mean.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't see why they couldn't wear this anyway. It's a badass fucking armor.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Look at these guys. That's incredible. Now, seeing as I've placed all these guys in F2, and you never know if you're going to crash or what, so I'm going to save these. And I can remove them later if I want to anyway, so this is great. Now we've got all these units saved. And of course we need the tankmen verziesen hier area. Je tank, je m'appelle, je tank. All these guys have like a lower class M4, but then again they're tank crewmen and they're just not supposed to get involved in all that nasty stuff. USA soldats? What? Weird camo. Cool though. Not civilians. Yeah, that looks like a cool. I'll run with that. They're not the Russian camo, is it? No, it's the United States. Thank God. Alright. And for American squad, I mean, how many are the Russians? 1, 2, 6. I'll get a standard M4 going, or M16. Extra M16. There we go. Yes, sir. Ready to fire. Oh, it's single fire. That's so brilliant.
Yes, sir.
I'll do the same thing for these guys.
Жду задания.
Now for the vehicles. Right. So the Americans will obviously use the Abrams, I guess. The Jeopard. Is that German or something? M60. Magash 7. What's the Magash? Is that Israeli? Never heard of the Magash. This one's an old goodie. No, I'm using not the Tusk. What's the main difference here? One's got same armament, just this one's got a different, like another gun up there. Same engine. Yeah, we'll use this one then instead. Desert. Yeah, desert camo. Desert camo. Ding, 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 ding. 4-man crew, so we'll obviously utilize the entire crew of this tank. Move it, lads. Move it. Move it. And then for the BTRs, I mean, I guess we would see a Bradley in this case, wouldn't we? There are plenty of other cool combat videos or vehicles like this one. The Striker, of course. Why wouldn't we see the Striker? The Striker will be the main transport here, I guess. Only qualification is that they're all deserty. Or as deserty as they get. I don't know if that's deserty enough. It doesn't really rhyme with the rest, if you know what I mean. This one's got plenty of... No. We'll use these two then for the transport cases. I like the... Yeah. This will be a full-on attack as well. I kind of like the full-on attacks. They're crazy. They are. Very crazy indeed. But I need to have like a man pool reserve kind of thing, where I can take troops from. And you, in your little text mod, you've even got nothing. So, I think I will. I mean, this might screw up a few things. But if I go to USA Modern and spawn this Bradley, we get a deserty camouflaged one as well. But thing is, it's got different stats. It does indeed get
Yes, sir. Got it, sir. Got it, sir.
it's just 5 on it, but range doesn't you know, go that far. No, that'll work. So no, there won't be any certain kind of transport. First wave will arrive from down here. It'll be like in Battlefield 3. We'll see Abrams, followed and supported by these guys. They're further back, though. We'll have like one team of that. Some Bradleys as well. And of course, the attack teams, there's got to be these. They'll follow in as well. Why do you have to run, guys? These guys look very cool. Not entirely sure what branch of the army we're looking at here, but who cares about that when they look this cool? So, Russians, to begin with the infantry, will have 2 sections of infantry here. 1 here. 2 here. 1 here. 1 there. These guys will be player red. Because I will not be reinforcing them, and it's a lot easier not having to change when you spawn from player 1 to player 0.
Жду задания.
These guys will also be on hold position. They will defend the last man.
Слушаю, командир. Да, командир.
Okay, so the
Да, командир.
RPK guy, get in here. Oh wait, where are you? What an overrated fucking spot. Absolutely fucking overrated.
Слушаю, командир.
Жду задания.
Слушаю, командир. Слушаю, командир.
Жду задания.
Did I tell you all
Да,
to move?
командир. Слушаю, командир.
Okay. I could be
Слушаю,
mistaken.
командир. Слушаю, командир. Да, командир.
Жду задания.
Да, командир.
So the Americans need to successfully also control this area here, which is being defended, of course.
Слушаю, командир.
I'm going to be quite rough on them on this side. Flanks will be harder to take.
Слушаю, командир.
I believe that's a natural thing. But they need
Жду
to...
задания.
But I think I'll reinforce both sides. That's what turns out to be the most
Слушаю,
interesting
командир.
thing anyway.
Жду задания.
Guess I'll have them on open fire. These guys are tricky. No idea where to place them. But I think beside this, we'll just spawn the Russian stuff now. Tanks will be, of course, T90. They got BTRs, Russian. I mean, classic BMP3. Those guys. There we go. That's like the striker parts, and the Bradley thing will, I guess, we'll use one of the Sprutste. Although I think a BMP3DZ is better for that. Very close. 10, 3, 11, 9. Okay. So for the BMPs and everything else, we're not going to be using these as transport vehicles. We'll round it up to 3 per.
Слушаю, командир.
Since T90 is a 3-man vehicle. These guys will be mobile units. 1 squad of mobile units will be placed over there. So, tank-wise, obvious and obvious. Obvious as in
Жду задания.
obviously placing this tank here
Да, командир.
Жду задания.
kind of deal, you know. Gotta make sure to put them on hold position. Does get a little messy otherwise. I would actually like to use artillery, although I feel that it's going to be a little too destructive. Sad face. By the way, though, static. We really never use the static things. Why don't we anyway? Let's change that around. Let's get a chord stand up here. Let's get one of these. Yeah, he'll be flying. Hate all you want. Hate all you want. Why is there one missing over here? There's always something missing. Jesus Christ. Right. Gonna save. And I will see you guys in the attack. See you then. Bye.